truth, ma'am.
Don't cut any ice anyhow. No salesmen. I don't allow them.
What?
We got a lot of single ladies living here, and I don't want no trouble.
Well, I'm a big boy, and I'm not a salesman.
Mrs. Brady, I'm a widow. If you're not selling anything, what are you doing around here?
Well, I'm looking for a guy. A man by the name of Bond.
Well, he ain't in.
But he does live here, right?
I wouldn't want to get him in any trouble or anything.
Mrs. Brady, on my word of honor as a troop leader, you'll be doing him a big favor.
Well, he does have a room here. He's had it for about 3 years now. But I haven't seen him for almost a week.
Do you have any idea where he might have gone?
He does it quite often. Disappears for a few days. Or a week. One time he was away for a month. Didn't say a word to nobody. Just took off.
May I have a look at his room? Perhaps he left a note or something. You can stand right beside me and look over my shoulder, okay? So, $20 later, Mrs. Brady was convinced I had an honest trace. I checked over Bonner's room as Mrs. Brady checked over me. I thought perhaps Bonner's desk might give me a clue. Excepting for he was exceptionally neat, as did his closet, I didn't learn much. If he'd planned to get away, he'd done it beautifully. He'd probably just left with the clothes on his back and figured to buy a complete new wardrobe so that even his cleaning couldn't be traced. It seemed my $20 worth of time was fast running out. I started to leave when my eye caught something in the wastebasket. It was a swizzle stick from the Purple Grotto. You know, one of those things you stir drinks with. Well, it wasn't much, but at this point I couldn't afford to be choosy. Thanking Mrs. Brady for an expensive but perhaps worthwhile 10 minutes, I left that pleasant person.
Go after he left the rooming house?
I don't know. Don't worry. Turk and Connie are on his tail. Hey, Otto, you think this guy Diamond is going to find Frankie?
I wouldn't have hired him otherwise.
That's a lot of dough he's carrying. The paper said we got away with 80 grand.
Yeah, it's probably more like 50 grand, but it's still a lot of dough.
What are you going to do to Frankie once you get him? If you get him. And Diamond, once he finds out why you want Frankie.
We'll worry about that when it happens. Honey, for crying out loud, will you stop that? You've been working on that same nail for 20 minutes now.
Maybe she's got things on her mind.
The Purple Grotto was a nice place in the East 40s. Its owner, Herbie Wilkins, was getting ready for the evening's festivities. I somehow felt that he wasn't giving me his full attention as we talked.
No, I don't know no Frank Bonner. New York cut. Filet mignon. Gotta check these guys every minute. Filet, $3.50. $5.75. Want to ruin me? I pay $1.10 a pound. Wholesale.
Yeah, well, this guy is about 5'11". Nice-looking fellow.
A million guys like that come in here every night. Cobbler, Turkish Delight.
Do you recognize anyone in this picture?
Hey, that's Marion Locke.
Marion Locke?
Yeah, she used to sing here a year and a half, maybe 2 ago. There's a fellow always hanging around with her. Real nice, good manners.
Yeah, well, they got married.
No kidding. She was a real nice girl. Kind of, real nice all the same. So they finally got married.
Yeah, it's the other fellow I'm interested in.
No, I don't know him. May have seen him around sometime, but I don't know him. So they're married.
Yeah, they're married. Well, thanks a lot, Mr. Wilkins. And I'm with you. $3.50, they're out to ruin you.
You gotta watch them all the time. Take my advice. Never go into the club business. And I'm sorry I couldn't have been of more help.
It's all right. It's just another one of life's little disappointments.
see Mary and give her my best. And that fella she married. Real nice young fella.
Did you say young fella?
Yeah. Him, in the picture.
Him. Mr. Wilkins, you've got the eyes of an eagle. And frankly, I think your stakes are worth $750. So Mrs. Carl and the missing Bonner used to hold hands together. On a hunch, I headed for the Carl apartment.
Mr. Diamond, I don't remember inviting you here.
Well, you have a very good memory, Mrs. Carl. You didn't. I came to see your husband.
Well, you won't find him here.
Well, he said if I turned up anything on Bonner that I should get in touch with him right away.
I'm afraid I'm being rude. Won't you come in and have a drink? Otto's working late. He often does.
Well, if he's at his office, maybe I should try to reach him there. May I buy your phone?
Well, I don't think you'll find him there. You see, he had a business appointment outside. One of those dinner meetings you men are always having.
Well, let them keep. I'll see him at the office first thing in the morning. Sorry to bother you.
What about that drink?
Well, I really shouldn't, but I'm weak. Everybody says so.
Oh, I don't think so. Scotch?
All right.
Is there anything I can tell Otto for you when he comes home?
Well, you might tell him that I picked up the trail on Bonner. I might even have Bonner with me when I go to the office tomorrow.
Oh, really, Mr. Diamond? That's wonderful. You must be awfully good at whatever it is you do.
Well, I try.
Tell me, is it true what they say? Diamond's a girl's best friend?
Well, that all depends. What did you have in mind?
Nothing. Just filing away for future reference. By the way, where did you find Bonner?
Just where he was hiding, Mrs. Carl. Thanks for the drink. Goodbye.
Bye. Hello, Otto. Listen, darling, Judith just called and she's not feeling well. So I'm going over there to spend the night. Yes, I'll tell her. No, nobody's been here. Goodbye.
Marion, Marion. Oh, the fickleness of a beautiful doll. Well, chez la femme. Follow her to Mr. Bonner and report back to the poor husband, and the case was closed. You know, I silently thank my lucky stars for the way some cases took care of themselves. Open and shut and no complications.
Well, here we go. What do we do with Diamond once we find Bonnet?
Let's see what happens.
I followed the beauteous Marion across town to the west side. It was a lovely ride across the bridge to New Jersey, but I felt a twinge of pity for Marion and her boyfriend. I mean, being a natural-born romantic, it hurt me to be the instrument responsible for the thwarting of young love. It was only my crass desire for money that could bring me to it.
He's inside. I was just going to go get some coffee. Hey, buddy, wait.
Baby, are you crazy? What are you doing here?
Something's happened. Come down quick.
Well, what is it? What happened?
We've got to leave sooner than we planned. Tonight.
Tonight? Well, what happened?
What? Well, if he isn't, he will be tomorrow. He hired a private detective, some character named Diamond. He knows where you are.
What did he find out?
I don't know how he found out. He just did. He came by the house tonight. I got rid of him and came right down here.
Wait, this doesn't figure. Look, we had everything covered. The most he could have found out about us is we used to run around together. That's it, you little fool. He took a flyer and told you that he knew where I was and waited around to see what you'd do.
And you did exactly what he thought you'd do. Mr. Bonner, hold it right there. Now take it out real slow and put it on the floor and kick it over here. Come on. You know, I've been hearing a lot of nice things about you.
Look, pal, can't we talk this over?
Sure we can, on our way home. You know, I'm a little disappointed, though. You doing a thing like this to a nice man like Mr. Carl? And you, Mrs. Carl.
Look, how much is Carl paying you? 1,000? 2,000? 5? Look, I'll make it double. $10,000 and you forget what you saw here tonight. How about it, huh?
$10,000.
Yeah. Well, I don't have it here, but I can get it by tomorrow.
You can?
Sure.
Well, what Frank means, Mr. Diamond, is that not only will he give you the money he took from Otto, but 2,000 extra. It's money he saved. We were going away on it.
Mrs. Carl, let Mr. Bonner explain.
Now, what's to explain? You get $10,000 to pack up that gun and go back to New York. Are you interested?
Very much. Where did you get the money?
You kidding? No. Why, that hall
Frank, I told you, Mr. Diamond, he saved it.
Yeah, but he didn't earn it all. Okay, Mr. Diamond, drop those guns.
Gun.
Hello, Frankie. Now, won't Otto be happy to know you drove all the way out here just to bring his dough back?
Hey, I don't want to be nosy, but who are these delinquents?
Never mind that. What's the matter, Frankie? Surprised?
No. Now, look, fellas, I was going to send you your share. It's just Otto I wanted to cut out.
You hear that, Turk? What did I tell you? Frankie wouldn't run out on us.
No.
Just Otto. Okay, funny boy, where's the dough?
Well, I don't have it here.
Where is it?
You think I'm crazy. I tell you and I'm dead.
You're dead anyway.
Oh!
Now, where is it?
Okay, Frankie. You got a meeting to attend and you're about 6 days late.
What about these two?
We'll take them, too.
Why?
Yeah, as a matter of fact, why? We don't want to bother you. I'll take Mrs. Carl home.
Let's get rid of them now.
No. Otto's going to want to see her. Besides, I think we ought to let him decide what to do with the cop, too.
Well, if you put it that way, we'll join you. We wouldn't want to miss anything, would we?
Where do you think you're going?
I was going to get the keys out of my car. I didn't want anyone to steal them.
Come on, Connie, let's get rid of them now, huh?
Hey, you hear that? So just be a good little cop and don't get clever, huh? Let's go.
I'm sorry you had to find out about this, Mr. Diamond.
Find out about what, Mr. Carl? I found your boy for you. What more do you want?
Now, believe me, I didn't expect it to work out this way. Now, of course, you'll have to die.
Look, I don't know what you're talking about. You hired me to do a job, and I did it. Now, if you just give me my money, I'll go home. All right, I'll just go home. You can keep the money.
He may not know. I mean, murders.
What's the difference? 2 deaths or 3? He knows enough now to be able to figure out that I'm no ordinary businessman and that you three aren't private secretaries.
And now you aren't kidding me, Mr. Connor. I mean, I can spot a Greg man a mile away. Look, Otto, I didn't want to run out on you. It was her. She made me. You fucking liar!
You know, Frankie, I believe you. You haven't got the guts or the brains. That's what I used to love about her. Not only looks, but savvy, nerve.
I
said used to love. All right, Frankie, where's the dough?
Not saying, Otto. You'll never get it out of me. Look, we can make a deal.
You hear that, Mr. Diamond? He's not saying. A deal. I'll give him just 15 minutes, and then he'll sing like an opera queen, won't you, Frankie? That'll be your deal.
I told you. I'm not saying anything.
Turk, get him out of here.
Edward, don't bother. I'm trying to wear.
And give it to him fast, you understand? I don't want him to suffer. After all, he did a real nice job for us.
Thanks a lot.
What about her?
No, not just yet. After I finish talking with Frankie, I want to have a nice, long talk with my wife.
Right. Okay, let's move it.
I know what I'm not wanted. Allow me.
You wouldn't reconsider.
I'll give it back come payday. Operator, give me the police, honey.